Hello and welcome to TNA Top 10, episode 113, July 27th, 2025. I'm your host, T Weave. With me, as always, is Allison, Faye, and Andrew. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Yo, Terry.
But also with us today, because it was her birthday the other day, and we let her pick the top 10, Queen Amy, Rose, the co host of Talking Wrestling with Pondwater and Amy, and our best friend, Miss Amy Vaughn. How you doing tonight?
Fabulous. So excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, you're welcome, and we're going to ask you to explain some things later, but we're not quite to that yet.
Yeah.
Bad boys showing a soft side. I'm telling you.
Oh God.
Whatever you say, Slash.
Exactly.
Right up front, we're going to attempt, and I know Andrew's going to have to debate this. We're going to attempt to get this in around 2 hours tonight, but there's a lot going on. We got a lot of stuff going on in the world with the three deaths as they come in threes. We've got SummerSlam coming up. We got a lot of baseball stuff. There's a little bit of college sports stuff. And we got a pretty awesome top 10 that's probably going to take a little bit longer.
Let's do this.
Good. Bober is here. The old man who is going to tell Amy how wrong she is
Well,
here.
I got to tell you, I probably have some exceptions with something he commented, and Allison and I agreed on that. But we will get to that later after Amy explains.
I have exception to a lot Bober says, but that's just me.
I'm very excited Bober is here because this show is going to be awesome because he's going to shit all over the top 10, and I am ready for it.
Well, that's okay. He can be wrong about a lot of stuff because the top 10 is filled with actual monster ballads.
Yes.
I will say that because I've seen it. I always see it because somebody's got to do the graphics, right? But really, the only thing that we need to talk about in the intro, other than we don't want to talk about we're going to Charlotte too much because that'll take 30 minutes off of our time. And we'll just talk about that when we come back. But Theo died, Ozzy Osbourne died, and Hulk Hogan died this week.
Mm-hmm.
And Hulk Hogan's biggest fan died like 3 or 4 days before he did.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was
So. Yeah.
Allison said it best, so I want her to lead off about.
Oh, you want me to say it again? Okay.
Your sentiment on Hulk Hogan.
Yes, my sentiment on Hulk Hogan. I will mourn the man that was part of me becoming a wrestling fan. I will not mourn the man he became. It's just plain and simple. I can have fond memories of growing up with the Hulkster and Hulkamania, and I can segment that in my life, and that's all I'm gonna do.
I dare say, I agree 100% with what you just said, but I dare say, despite the fact 3 of us are not WWE wrestling fans first, that we still wouldn't watch wrestling if it hadn't been for what Hulk Hogan did with WWE. You just wouldn't.
Saturday night's main event was a huge part of my life.
Me too.
But my point
would
is,
not watch it, but I still, yeah.
Yeah, well, as we learned on Talking Wrestling with Amy and Pondwater, because Amy's here, so it's Amy and Pondwater this week. And if I get it wrong, Terry, then we've been getting that show name wrong for 2 years. Amy loved Memphis wrestling. That's where she grew up on the wrestling. I love the NWA wrestling and WCW. Did not grow up a WWF guy, with the exception of Randy Savage. So I was always a Savage guy, not a Hogan guy anyway.
I was interesting.
My point to say that was, I don't know that you have the longevity of professional wrestling as we know it without Hulk Hogan.
Correct.
I know those words being back to back there, Bober. Anyway, I'll say I grew up in an interesting place. I was right on the border because the very top of Alabama was in the Memphis territory, but just below Huntsville became the territory below there. I guess at some point they were both called Continental, I think. So that was kind of weird. But a lot of Bullet Bob Armstrong to the south, and then where I am in north was Memphis. But at the same time, I was the right age where TV was hitting. TBS was um, giving me stuff from Georgia.
Hmm.
A lot of stuff to choose from, and I was the right age for Vince. Um, there was no way around it. Even if it wasn't for the WWF at that point, I was going to watch it.
Yep. Yeah, I just don't know that wrestling would be in its current state without Hulk Hogan. Obviously,
Not at all.
one of the 5 or 6 generational talents of the WWE, as big as anybody, and probably bigger than everybody, but maybe Austin, maybe, and that's debatable because Hogan had 2 runs. He had the babyface run from January 23rd of 1984 on, and he had the heel run from July the 7th, 1996. So he had 2 runs where he was at the top, where Austin had less than 6 years total inside the WWF.
Well, that's an interesting what you're saying, Andrew, because I listened to Conrad and Eric Bischoff. They had like a little show talking about Hulk Hogan. And Eric pointed that out, which is very true. Who else has been pivotal in 2 different I guess situations? You got Hulkamania, like you said, that absolutely changed the industry. And then you had the creation of NWO, which also changed the trajectory because then I feel like that just helped heat up the Monday Night Wars, the Attitude Era, because of, so we started seeing this uptick, which brought on in Austin. So I think that's very interesting. You cannot name another wrestler that was pivotal in 2 different, I guess, trajectories, in the wrestling realm, like Hulk Hogan. And I never really thought about it, but that is very true about Hulk Hogan. And I am just not the type that is going to, because there's some people that celebrated, like I'm not the type, even if I really don't like you, I'm not going to celebrate your death.
Yeah.
Like that's just not me. I hate that we as a society think that's, but I mean, to each his own. But it's sad. There's a lot of people that loved him. He had family, he has children, he has grandchildren. And I think we all know what it's like to lose a loved one, and it sucks. So, I really do feel bad for his family and friends. It also makes me think sometimes, like, I was thinking about this about Eric, which like Eric and Hulk are about the same age. Eric's 70, Hulk was 71. Do some people think about their own immortality, because no, I say no one expected this, they just probably expected him to kick out just like everybody does. He's probably done 100 times before. But, does that get some of our other wrestlers? Do we look at our fans, or not fans, but do we look at our wrestlers that we grew up with and enjoyed and think, man, they are getting up there. I think sometimes we think about them like they were when we watched them as kids, and so there is a sense of he can be immortal, but he really wasn't. So that's all.
One thing I saw to bring a little bit of humor, not to his death, obviously, but just a little humor, was that he is preceded in death by both of his parents, and he leaves behind 8 billion brothers.
Also, because I'm that guy, Hogan was definitely getting cremated because ain't nobody burying him, brother. So,
to give Bober's comment, it crushed the children in the 80s. Malcolm Jamal Warner, you guys knew him from part of the Huxtable family. But if you caught his all right, whatever. Anyway, he was also in the show The Resident a couple of years ago, and he was phenomenal as an adult actor. So, just it's a loss. And then Ozzy Osbourne, fun fact, when I was in college, I saw Ozzy Osbourne in concert in Worcester on the Perry Mason tour. So
Still
if
don't
I
know
had
what.
ever,
Anyway, go on.
I was just gonna say, if I had ever imagined my life that I would be at an Ozzy Osbourne concert in college and to absolutely love it, no, you would. I would never have imagined that, but I did.
Mhm.
It was fantastic. So go ahead.
The Perry Mason tour thing. I need to look that up or something. What is that?
It was one of his songs.
He had a song called Perry Mason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know Perry Mason necessarily, but I know Iron Man.
That was a
obviously.
show that my Meemaw watched. That's what I know of Perry
War
Mason.
Pigs, Crazy Train.
Yeah, Perry Mason came out in 1995.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Interesting.
That's not one I'm familiar with. Ozzy wasn't my guy, but I mean, you know, if it comes on, I'm not turning the channel necessarily. So
Right.
not hitting the skip button. But
I think more Black Sabbath, but I don't
Yeah.
necessarily, and to some of his own songs, I guess, you know. But I am older, so that kind
Yeah,
of.
Wilbur, I don't know that those comments ruined his career either. What ruined his career is Terry Bollea's inability to step out of the spotlight. And as we talk about on the show every week, there are professional wrestlers that have no business inside of a professional wrestling ring, let alone the professional wrestling business itself. And they continue to hold on with every last ounce of energy in a death grip. And they just need to let it go and move on. The last appearance of Hulk Hogan many of us saw was him on Raw getting booed out of the building while Jimmy Hart is trying to wave that American flag. And but there's no doubt that the Hulkster had an impact on all of us. He main evented the first 8 WrestleManias. So in some capacity, this guy was so important to Vince McMahon that somebody like the Macho Man Randy Savage couldn't get a real solo run. We had to do the Mega Powers. Okay. He's the guy that got to body slam Andre the Giant. He's the guy that got to do all of the different things that he did, including in a Rock War angle with Sergeant Slaughter that got the fucking pay-per-view moved. So, I mean, that's all Hulk.
So yeah, a pretty bad week for those of us that grew up in the 80s, losing 3 people from the entertainment industry that were a big impact on our childhood. But let's give Andrew some time to bitch about the Yankees and move on to baseball. Let me get through the National League stuff first, sir. I promise I won't take long. So the Braves, they're no better than they were, but the Mets have taken the lead in the East. They're up a game on the Phillies. At least I don't know how updated these numbers are because they keep playing games the same day that we have a show. I've written them letters and they won't change their schedule. But a game up on the Phillies at 61-44. The Cubs and Brewers are now tied in the Central, 62-43. And then the Dodgers are 4.5 games up on the Padres. The Braves are 4th in the East, 16.5 games out of first. And they've lost 5 games in a row, 2-8 in the last 10, and all 5 starting pitchers from opening day are on the injured list. So
it's time to sell and rebuild, Terry.
And it's getting toward the end of July. It is time to send some of these guys somewhere else and rebuild. Yep. And I think Brian Snitker is about to retire. That's probably one of those save face a little bit and retire instead of getting fired. And maybe Mark DeRosa will be hired, and we'll re-energize Atlanta and see where we're headed.
I like it. But, you know, we asked these questions last week, and in our baseball coverage, we talk about it all the time. Should the Braves sell or not? Clearly, it's time to sell. The Mets are currently up 1-0, by the way, on San Francisco. They got the Sunday Night Baseball somehow. Stupid Mets. But anyway, the Braves have no hope. No hope in the
not at this point. They did for a little while, but then when they would get hot, somebody would get injured. When they would get hot, somebody else would get injured.
I watched the Phillies 3 days in a row play my Yankees, and I'm telling you, the Braves have no hope right now. As hot as Philadelphia has come out of the All-Star break, they've got no hope whatsoever. And then the Mets, I don't know what they're doing, but they'll choke in the wild card round, so I'm not so worried about them. But it's not good, Terry. It's not good. Speaking of the American League, before we get to the Yankees, the Tigers were the number 1 team in baseball and have had an awful and atrocious 10 days. It has not been good for them. Still leading the Central, but the Central is a joke.
Yeah, because
So-
nobody but the Tigers have a 500 record. Everybody's got
Yeah.
a
Oh,
losing
wow.
record except for the
Yeah,
Tigers.
the Central is a joke. The Blue Jays, of course, 5.5 up on the Yankees after today. They lost. The Blue Jays lost, and the Yankees won. So we've exchanged. Oh, George is telling me it's 1-1. My TV must be behind, George. I apologize.
Yeah,
Um,
he doesn't know how to deal with people having a delay. So spoilers in our family are common.
Must be a home run coming up or something.
Yeah, it's about to. Astros and the Astros, of course, leading
Thanks,
the West, which Allison absolutely loves, knowing that next week the Yankees get to draw a series at home against the Astros, who made some pretty substantial trade moves. And now that I've said that, I can't remember who Arizona sent. Was it Suarez that they sent to Houston of all
I think
places?
so, yeah.
Ugh, gross. Trade moves. Ryan McMahon of the New York Yankees. There's Amy.
What does it say?
Just sitting there being pretty because she doesn't have
Oh,
anything to say about the
Amy.
baseball.
Amy, do what I do. Just say, "Go Sports." I hope your team wins.
I'm going to shut my eyes. and say,
That's me during the football talk. Don't
Don't
worry.
ignore. You might want
Yeah.
to mute.
So Ryan McMahon has joined the Yankees. He led the NL in strikeouts. That's 127. And he was batting .215. Today, he got a couple hits, had a nice defensive play at third base. Judge is not going to need Tommy John right now, Devin. It's a strain. It's not Tommy John surgery. Tell John Boy from Talking Yanks or whatever to shut the fuck up about Tommy John surgery. This is the same injury that Ohtani had, and he's still batted as the DH. That's where the problem is. They've got too many players in the wrong positions right now because they have infielders and they have too many and have outfielders. They're going to put Giancarlo Stanton in right field so that Aaron Judge can be
Just
the
kidding.
designated. Amy does
That's
not
about right,
realize
Amy.
You
how
can
bad
only
this
afford to
is.
have so many giant, slow guys on your team.
Yes.
And he's
I
going to
mean,
be
as
in
much
right field,
Yeah.
where the left-handed batters are going to eat him
Yeah.
for lunch.
Yeah, his ass is fun to watch while he's running, but not when you're a fan and you're like, "Get to the ball already."
The slowest double in the history
Oh
of the
my God.
world ends up in the corner of left field, and anybody else would have got a triple or maybe an in-the-park home run if they had speed. Giancarlo had to
Oh.
slide to second to get the double. This is not a guy known for his speed. But yeah, so Judge, the Talking Yanks guy, John Boy, needs to shut up about the Tommy John surgery. He's on the injured list. He's not going to hit 60 home runs. He's probably not going to win the Triple Crown now. And according to the greatest manager in baseball history, one Aaron Boone, we're just going to have him play DH, and we're going to go ahead. And I like him too when he breaks down the plays, Devin, but he's a fucking idiot talking about Tommy John surgery.
Amy,
Aaron
we just let,
Boone
we
is
just
going
let
to
Andrew
put-
yell a lot during this segment.
Oh, I
Aaron
know.
Boone
I
is
watch
gonna
it.
put
I watch it.
Giancarlo Stanton in right field when you have Grisham, Bellinger, and Dominguez all capable of playing 5 to 10 games. Shut up, Bober. 5
she
to
did.
10 games in outfield without having him there.
Yeah.
Why are we afraid when you have the third highest payroll in MLB to let players play in their designated fucking positions that you pay them to play in? Can anybody answer that?
Nope.
And the other reason is they want both Stanton and Judge in the lineup for their bat. That's
I
the-
mean, I
They
get
like
that.
the home runs.
One of them has to be a first baseman. I'm sorry. That's where the
Yeah.
logical next step
Here's
is.
the problem. You got Goldschmidt at Golden Glove at first base, and you've got Ben Rice splitting first base, catcher duties, and designated hitters. This is where I was saying they've got too many people in the same position and not enough talent spread around. And by the way, Aaron Judge hurt his arm 5 days ago, and Aaron Boone let him play. One of your jobs,
it's an underwear line. Tommy John is an underwear line. I just Googled it.
One of your jobs as the manager is to keep the players in line and to keep them from hurting themselves. And the man you pay $40 million a year to, who is the best baseball player in the world, is now on the sideline. Congratulations. I am on 100% the fire Aaron Boone train. And if they can't get Derek Jeter to be the manager and fulfill every wet dream of every Yankees fan ever, Allison's getting moist thinking about it, then bring me the Blue Jays manager and let's put him in pinstripes. Because at least he's got a set of balls. He intentionally walked Aaron Judge 7 times. 7 times. And the time he didn't intentionally walk him cost him 2 runs. But anyway, I'm done fussing about the Yankees. McMahon is on third base now, and I forget who we got from Washington to play infield.
Although,
because you don't have enough infielders.
So that's my complaint. Why are we looking for rentals from the worst freaking teams?
Yeah. You know what Washington and the Rockies have in common? Last place.
They suck? Yeah.
Last place. That's what they have in common. It'd be like picking the Braves right now.
Okay.
Terry did not respond.
I was typing something, but I probably agree with it. Something bad about the Braves, anyway.
Thank you, Devin.
Right. Why don't we move on and see what NCAA information we got? We had media days for a lot of conferences the last week. A lot of coaches just talking about a lot of things. A big theme was coaches from other conferences complaining about the SEC playing 8 games instead of 9 games. I think they're using it to make excuses for not playing folks. Indiana canceled a game with Virginia, and they blame the SEC for that, apparently. That's Signetti for you. And then Rhett Lashley, I got comments on this one. Rhett Lashley from SMU, head coach at SMU, Gus's guy, also complained about the 9 games versus 8 games. But I will say, the moment that Hugh Freeze gets fired, Rhett Lashley will change his tune on that.
Because he will be the coach of the University of Iowa.
Because he'll be the expected guy to come in. Yeah.
Okay.
For Nebraska's media day, they put Dylan Raiola out there. Always a smart move to put your starting quarterback out in front of the cameras. His position is that Nebraska deserves to win again, and not because of me, but because of what Nebraska has meant to college football. And they had a nice little thing with him and Ryan Day from Ohio State and whatever. And Matt Rule defended Scott Frost for his difficulties he had in Nebraska and how high the expectations were and how it wasn't a good job, and now it's a good job and it's a great job. And then I sent you both some video of Jacoby Barney climbing a structure with bare hands and bare feet. So the dude is a legit freak athlete. So we'll see what happens. Also, I sent Allison a joke, and you too, Terry. I don't know if you saw it. Oh, Raiola.
It may be 6 months.
Raiola basically telling everybody, I sent it in the text, not the Instagram.
Oh.
Basically telling everybody that you fat shamed me into being a badass, and that's what's going to happen. So that made me laugh. Where he hired a chef, he got a nutritionist, he got a strength and conditioning coach, and George, I do not believe you. You might be my elder, but I do not believe that Brian Cashman nor Aaron Boone have a feel for the New York Yankees, and it's time for both of them to go find another fucking job. That's where I'm at. Cashman sucks, and he's allowed Boone to continue to be an absolute idiot. And by the way, just as a cherry on top, as I told your daughter, the Yankees didn't even win the World Series Boone sent them to, so get him the hell out of here.
Yeah, but that's still one of the best last minute wins against the Red Sox. Like,
no, what was the best was the lead up to it, where in the 8th, the real Yankees, not Aaron Boone, tie it up.
Yeah.
And get it into a spot where he could actually do it. I told you I was done talking about the Yankees. Terry,
Okay.
what else do we have here?
Well, let's move on from the NCAA unless we got anything else. Dion, we're going to have a conference tomorrow. Dion Sanders, apparently there's some health issues, and they're going to have a press conference, and we expect him to retire.
Oh,
my money would be straight up retirement. And I mean, his kids aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
He's had a laundry list of health issues related to the diabetes and the what has he got? A vascular issue, Terry, where he has blood flow problems, right?
I don't know.
And I think the diabetes. Well, he's had 3 toes amputated, legitimately. Primetime has had 3 toes amputated. Yes, he actually missed a couple games when he was it Jacksonville State?
Yeah.
When he was the head coach there, he missed a couple games because they had to cut his toes off.
So Jackson State, yeah.
Jackson State. He has some sort of circulation and medical issue.
I was just going to say, a lot of times with diabetes, you do end up with heart disease and vascular issues. There's obviously a blood flow issue, if he's had to have toe amputations. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just speaking, but, sometimes when your blood sugars are out of control, if you can imagine blood glucose, hitting kind of around on your vessels and kind of, nicking them because they're not really supposed to be there like that. And that causes problems, which can cause buildups and things like that. So I hate to hear that. I mean, that's, people with diabetes, it's not just, their blood sugars. They a lot of times they end up having a lot of vascular issues, which causes, yes, yes, I am. And a lot of them, have kidney issues. A lot of them have heart disease, amputations, those kind of things. Neuropathy, where they don't have feeling in their feet or their toes. And a lot of times then they get wounds, so that don't heal. So like, there's just a lot of things that can go along with that. So I really hate to hear that for them.
Well, and you have maybe no point of reference to this, Amy, but he was a world-class, top-tier athlete.
I do know that part. I do know
one of the best defenders college and even pro football had ever seen, and he played baseball as well. So,
and he played well at baseball. He wasn't just out there. I mean,
right.
I don't know if he made any All-Star teams or how many. So he's not like Hall of Fame level in baseball, but he was a good leadoff man.
I think if you could be professional in 2 different sports, that I don't care if you whatever. I think that's impressive. So.
And baseball's the tough one when you're you can be an athlete in a lot of things, and baseball ends up being a thing you're not very good at. But he was able to do it well enough to be in the majors.
Yeah, and my point was he wasn't some bum sitting on the couch eating Cheetos or something. This dude was a 1% of 1% of 1% talent. Because only 1% of 1% of 1% of people that desire to play in the National Football League or Major League Baseball do it, let alone look at the number of people that play both.
Right.
And to Terry's point, do it well, do both sports well. He was much more of an impactful football player from the pro side of things. But, and yes, Dave, Dion had God-given ability. Go Cowboys. Gross. Gross.
I wonder, I'll have to look it up. Do we know, does he have type 1 or type 2 diabetes? Do you know?
Not sure, but I do know that I believe it's diabetes and his circulation is the complication. But if you're a betting person, my bet would be he retires tomorrow from the University of Colorado.
AI says type 2, if you want to trust AI. But I don't always trust AI, but
But being, like I say, having the genetic predisposition to it, and his kids need to be careful with it too, because they're pretty good athletes themselves, but not like their dad. So, not a barb. They just ain't as good as their dad was, but not many people were. Anyway, Terry, that's college football. Somebody told me there's a wrestling event happening when we're in Charlotte. Is that true?
That's right. We picked the weekend and then figured it out later. Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be SummerSlam weekend. So we're going to be busy, and I don't know if we're going to get a chance to watch it. I think we're going to be watching a different wrestling event. We're going to be live there. So at least one of the nights. So we'll have to watch it later. But we'll come back in a couple of weeks, and I'll get to this later. But we're not having a show next week because we'll be gone. But 2 weeks from now, we'll go over SummerSlam, do our review of that. So we're going to do our preview tonight. And just to save a little time, I didn't go for every match, but just about every match is a championship match, so there weren't many taken off. Let's start with night one.
Hold on,
it's two nights now.
Yeah, before you get started, Allison, can you please tell the people what you think of the venue that this show is at? Because it is in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. So first off, it's in New Jersey, not New York. Stop saying it's New York adjacent. Stop saying, oh, it's so convenient. It is not. Okay? Nothing about going to the
Giants and the Jets about that.
You mean the New Jersey Giants and the New Jersey Jets. Don't get me started. It is a fundamental issue, okay?
Producer's pissed on the fly. Go with it.
I just heard this. I just heard that they're doing some signings at the American Dream Mall. Have y'all ever been there? It is the second largest mall in America. Okay? Think of Mall of America. This is next. And it's in New Jersey, right next to the Meadowlands. It has a water park in it. Like, okay.
Goodness.
Cluster fuck. That's all I'm going to say. This entire weekend. I am so glad I am not going. The closest I got to a WrestleMania or something big at the Meadowlands was I don't remember if it was it might have been WrestleMania like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Was it there?
Is this the Meadowlands or is this MetLife?
That's the same thing.
Okay.
It's one giant complex. Just
do they have a Pastamania?
Or Camp Snoopy, because I have been to the Mall of America and they have Camp Snoopy.
No, it's got a Nickelodeon. It's got a Nickelodeon one. Okay, it's got a SpongeBob. It's got it's crazy.
Oh, Bober's got heat for the damn Tri-City area. Look at it.
All right. But anyway, So
Bober's coming hot. He must not have been able to goon anybody today in floor hockey.
Ball hockey. Get it right.
I was giving him credit.
Floor hockey.
That's what they called it when we were playing in high school.
Yeah. Amy, when Andrew found out that Bober doesn't wear skates.
Oh, I lost my shit. I was like, he says he's a hockey player. He don't even skate. I thought that was required.
He's still putting guys into the boards, Andrew.
I saw the Mighty Ducks. Oh, look, I could be an amazing goon if I didn't have to get on skates.
Look, I grew up with my father and my brother boarding me when we were on the subway and the train. Every single time they'd go boarding and then slam me into the side of the train. So good time.
Yeah. My thing is I'd be an amazing goon because I've got the stamina and I'm fucking mean. So like I'd be a great goon.
Fair.
Okay, so let's get back to SummerSlam. Of these 8 championship matches, 4 women, 4 men's matches. I'm alternating these. There are 3 matches on the first day that are championship matches and 5 on the second day. So I'm going to go women, men, women for the first night. The first one is a women's tag team championship. We've got, I don't know what I said, but anyway.
You said we're going to go women, the men, the women.
Oh, boy. Wow. Okay. We got Roxanne Perez, and I can't even remember names now after that.
Raquel Rodriguez
against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
You sure that's Charlotte? Doesn't look like Charlotte to me.
She's looking a little different lately to me.
I am full-fledged going to say this again. I enjoy this. This is bringing Charlotte out of the everybody hates her. Her with the pom-poms this week. Come on, I was laughing. You cannot not laugh at the sight of Charlotte Flair with cheerleader pom-poms. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Do we know when Liv Morgan is potentially due back?
4
Like, I
to
know
6 months.
Okay, when did her
But how-
injury
yeah, I was
happen?
gonna say, how long
figured,
ago was that?
It hasn't been 4 months. I know that, right? It hasn't been 4 months
Mm-mm.
because that
No, I
was
think we still have
after.
another.
That is correct. I do say that because she's going to turn on Lexi when they lose. This is a match made for Roxanne Perez. This is not a match made for Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, or even Raquel Rodriguez. This match is to showcase the talent of Roxanne Perez. They have a lot of time invested in her and a lot of television time invested in her. You do that, you have two veterans. Obviously, Lexi takes the loss to Roxanne, and we move on. Because Charlotte don't do jobs. You know.
See,
So you don't see Charlotte and Alexa winning this.
I'm waiting for Dave to say something because I know he's watching, and I'm talking about his girl. But I don't see Charlotte Flair doing the job in this match.
I'd like to see this tag team extended and get a little bit of a storyline out of it.
I see them winning.
See, I kind of do too. I wonder about Raquel, either something happening to her or her getting the loss, and then Roxanne is like, I didn't lose the belt. You know, I mean, I think there
absolutely.
Again, I think that there's something there. That's why I asked about when Liv comes back, because I like the idea of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair winning, but I think they could do something to where Raquel ends up being the one pinned for whatever reason, and Roxanne's like, but I didn't lose the, then you kind of see some infighting or just uncomfortableness, and I don't know. I think we could definitely see something there between the two of them. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it's possible you could still have that and they could win where, we were going to get beat and I had to come save your ass kind of thing. I mean, they could do that kind of thing too.
But I agree. I like Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. I like them together. I like that dynamics. Like you said, it's just, she saved her. It's fun. It's different for them. So I'm for it.
It's seeing Charlotte outside of her comfort zone. And I think right now she needs that. And it makes her more human. So
smart enough to hit the reset button too when they realized Charlotte and Titty Time wasn't working. So, when they realized Charlotte Flair was not the answer to the women's singles title, good for them. Road Dogg figured it out.
And I mean, Charlotte might have even pushed for something with Alexa Bliss. I mean, I don't know her obviously, but she might have wanted to do something fun, something a little different. Like you said, I think people automatically think when she came back, because of who she was and her reputation, she was automatically brought right back into the top tier. And, she might have asked to do something a little bit more different. And like you said, with Alexa Bliss, who in turn really is, Charlotte's being cheered. I mean, that the team is being cheered. They like seeing them together and their interactions. So, and she's doing nice things. I mean, she pulled her out of the way. They're working as a team. So, I mean, I think it's good. I like it.
Before we get to the next match, unless you got one more thing to say, Andrew.
No, you go ahead.
So before we get to the next match, another interesting pair that's fun that is a business thing. I watched Happy Gilmore 2 last night, and it has MJF and Becky Lynch in it. They were not in the same scene together at any point, I don't think.
It also has one of the Bellas.
Oh, it's got this cast in this movie.
74. Got 74 cameos.
Travis Kelce.
Bad Bunny.
Let's see. Eminem was in there at some point, I think.
Post Malone.
Oh yeah, he's funny.
Oh, his name was funny too. I can't remember what it was, but there was another one. I think one of the WNBA ladies. Was that Kelsey Plum in there? Did I see her? Somebody may have looked like her, but I think that she was in there. But there's all sorts, and John Daly being his next door neighbor.
There were I heard there were. I saw the list of the 74.
People are shitting on it, but I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
Why are What? I mean,
because
it's
people
supposed
like
to
to
be
do that.
funny.
I mean,
just
it's
People
the
are people.
expectation should not have been that it's going to be like the first one, you know. And the fact that his nemesis on there, I mean, he's got the main nemesis, but he's also got the kid from The Sixth Sense, is like the guy
Oh,
he's
yeah.
playing against.
Haley Joel
I-
Osment. Yeah.
That's great too. That guy just, I love that he's out there doing more stuff. It's excellent.
I
But
think it's
anyway,
a fun little premise. I've watched parts of it. And I mean, I don't know. You're right, though. People like to bitch. I just don't even understand.
Look,
But whatever.
I said this multiple times. The only good thing that happened while I spent 3 months in Cleveland was going to see Adam Sandler in concert. So he does something, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah.
Hey. CC Sabathia played for Cleveland before he became a Yankee.
so listen, Kelsey Plum was in it because when I started typing out was Kelsey Plum and Happy Gilmore too. A bunch of other people got there before I did, and it finished my thought, and she was in
Nice.
it. She didn't have much of a role. I think she played like somebody at a desk or something at the tournament, but I don't remember exactly, but she was in it. But we're talking SummerSlam. Let's move on
Yes.
to the first men's match, and that's Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship.
All right, who did these graphics? Because what am I looking at?
This is
Not
this
you.
is the-
These are like the WWE ones. I know.
yeah. So what I do, they have they've got the wide format where they have the
Mhm.
information about the show, then they have a picture, and I just cut out the show
Yeah.
information.
Because I'm
But,
just saying, these look like your AI pictures.
Well,
Gunther looks a little odd. His
Yeah.
face looks a little odd.
He looks a
Well,
little
to me,
cartoony.
the last one like this of Becky Lynch looked horrible compared.
Mm-hmm.
It did not look like her at all. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't know what the deal is here, but they've been doing this for a while.
I don't really know of this match, honestly. I mean, I could see. I mean, are they going to put a belt on Punk? You know
Neither
what I'm
one
saying?
needs the belt. So to me, this is a crapshoot.
Mm-hmm.
Bubber says Gunther looks like Walter.
That's good, Mover. And Dave on the other side says Gunther looks like Aldis, Nick Aldis.
A little bit. His face is squished, or I don't know.
It does. Well, I mean, yeah, I had to squish him up a little
Hey,
bit.
look, CM Punk
Anyway.
looks a hell of a lot hotter than he actually is in that
Yeah,
picture, so.
I was thinking that as a man.
Alright.
Honestly, as a straight man, I looked at CM Punk and I
Yeah.
said, "This is a much more attractive version of CM
Exactly.
Punk than I normally
Yep.
see."
He's
Oh,
way
I-
too skinny for me, but this picture is good.
Well, first of all, he's not
That's very
talking,
true.
so that helps with the attraction part. Just letting you know, I cannot wait for Gunther to chop a hole in CM Punk's chest, and then Seth Rollins is going to steal the title. He's not hurt, or he's not hurt as badly as they're making out. Seth Rollins cashes in at SummerSlam, a la Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, whatever, and John Cena, Randy Orton, blah blah blah.
Does he
Gunther
cash in
loses.
on?
Only for CM Punk to lose to Seth Rollins, because that's where the money is. Gunther does not factor into the top line creative of WWE Raw right now.
No,
He just doesn't. And it's a shame for somebody who's had such a good wrestling pedigree as Gunther, but
It is.
people are not into the wrestling. If you watched Raw on Monday, when Roman came out, the place went bananas. And when Jay came out to save him and get his shit in like Edge did on the pay-per-view, the Yeet crowd went wild, and then he threw a shitty super kick and a shittier spear, but people don't care. It's not about the wrestling if you watch WWE.
And so,
So I don't think Seth's
if-
hurt. I don't think Seth is surgically, it requires surgery. I don't think that knee is as hurt as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Interesting. So did that happen to Punk already, right? So if Punk wins, he lost the title with Seth Rollins cashing it in before, right? Am I
No.
thinking that was at a WrestleMania?
No, that was Roman
did-
and Lesnar, WrestleMania in 2015, the heist of the century.
Well, who cashed in on Punk when Punk
Alberto
won?
Del Rio.
Oh, okay. Lord, sorry. Oh,
Man.
hey. Never mind.
Got to
At
blow
least
the
I
dust
did-
off of that history book.
I know about 80% of things, but there's 20% where it doesn't.
That's a great way to put that. He doesn't look like he smells bad.
Dave said Punk doesn't look
Oh,
like
that's
he
good,
smells
Dave.
bad there.
Okay, so
All right,
I
next-
don't know. I don't know what to expect from this one either. That makes sense that it kind of is a lead in to Seth Rollins.
Well, the Seth Rollins versus CM Punk is so much more box office than Gunther versus Seth Rollins or Gunther versus I mean, it's not there. Ooh, speaking of not there,
Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the Women's WWE Championship. You'll notice I took the word women's off of these. Two reasons. Anything that saves me space putting words on these graphics helps. And I thought, you can see that it's women. Why do I have to put that?
Look at you. You don't put men.
I knew you would be
this is
proud of
good.
that, Allison.
I'm very proud. That's fantastic. I think this is going to be a great match. I mean, they've both come a long way.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy seeing Tiffany try to do the prettiest moonsault on Jade. It's never going to happen, but it'll still be fun to watch. Like, I think this could be really good. And
Who
I
you
think,
think's gonna win?
I think Tiffany keeps it.
I think
And I
Tiffany's
know-
got to keep it. I don't think Jade's ready.
Andrew?
Do you think it's like a schmoz finish? Like, are we actually like? Do they come out and beat up, Jade, or is it going to be
Actually, I do not think it will be clean. I think we see Bianca or whatever her name is.
Naomi?
Naomi, yes.
but Naomi's in the triple threat match against Rhea and Io.
Doesn't mean she won't come out.
That's true, but I don't see.
This ain't AEW. They don't show up 3 or 4 times.
I don't see a logical reason for this unless Jade wins and immediately you turn Bianca afterwards. Forget Naomi. Naomi sucks. Bianca
Doesn't she
is
have
the
it?
money.
Is she still the champion? Naomi? Is she still the champion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's defending it
longer than
against
I
Rhea
expected.
and Io at SummerSlam, which
But that's
whatever.
also not 2, so that may play into the likelihood that she would show up though.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is about this one is I think that unless it's a storytelling device to move Bianca Belair into she's recovered from her hand injury, let's make her a heel and do something different because that feud is over. Yeah, Bober says the feud's over from Evolution. So there you go. I don't know though that this match even makes sense. 2 baby faces, 2 green as grass wrestlers. They've got a look, they've got an entrance, and they've got a presence. Tiffy, I think, is ahead of Bianca or of Jade in terms of the wrestling. And so if you're going to put the title on Jade, the best thing you can do is have a veteran immediately wrestle her, which would be Bianca. So that's what I would do is turn Bianca Belair heel. Because that's on SmackDown, not Raw.
Should be interesting to see how it all folds out.
And then she can do her I did it for The Rock promo, because Naomi already did that. But she did it for The Rock. So, but I think Tiffy Time loses his title with a fairly quick turn from Bianca to Jade. On Jade.
Dave.
Dave.
Go to night 2.
Hold on, I want to read this because this is a good one. Dave says Jade could make me change my name to Mr. Cargill. That's good stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
All right, night 2, Intercontinental Championship on the men's side. We've got Dominic Mysterio against AJ Styles.
Have the deep fat fried tendies and dipping sauce ready. Dirty Dom wins this one. If you didn't see the show in Mexico, he got the loudest pop of anybody as a surprise attacker on the show. Well, okay, maybe the second because Penta strutting ass in that outfit was pretty good.
Yeah.
Is AJ done winning titles?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he certainly doesn't need this one.
Right.
But I'm going to throw the button there because what have we been seeing a lot of lately? It is exactly. So I wouldn't count it out, but I don't see where you go if you give it to him. So
TNA. Maybe you
Oh.
know, maybe he defends it on a TNA pay-per-view.
Okay.
I
Dirty
mean,
Dom needs to be the beneficiary of an AJ Styles rub and beat him clean.
Mm. Okay.
I like the idea of younger wrestlers being featured on the show, as we talk about every single week. AJ Styles is a professional and always has been. I think he does the job for Dominic.
We also said that about Naomi for a long time, where they would throw her in for a filler for big matches, and then they ended up giving her the belt. So they are doing some interesting things. I would not expect AJ Styles to win this, but at this point, I kind of like him shaking it up a little bit. So I don't know that I would hate it.
And it's entertaining. He was praying the other night that Dom gets cleared, which was funny. But because AJ doesn't have a lot of character. He doesn't have a real depth. That's one thing he's never had in wrestling is a lot of character. And every time they tried to give him a character, they made him stupid. The best thing you can do with AJ Styles is hit his music and let him go to the ring. And they figured that out. Now they're trying to do a little something with his character because of who Dominic is. Dominic is years ahead of his age in terms of a presentation and an understanding and where the camera is and what should I do and what my vocals and facials and all of this other stuff should be. Plus, he gets it. He understands that this is entertainment and this is a business. And I guess if your dad is arguably the greatest luchador wrestling's ever seen, you should get it.
Well, and he
gets it.
Dominic was part of he was part of stories as a 10-year-old. And so, that has to be beneficial, like you said, knowing that things are truly for entertainment. That has to be beneficial to him now, knowing how to, use his facials and take it all in. Fire the Good Brothers.
Yeah, you could pop that comment up because I have an answer for that. Fired the Good Brothers because AJ can be good enough by himself.
Goofy, he said.
The Good Brothers were only good in Japan. They have sucked everywhere else they've gone. And they are the best AB wrestlers you've ever seen. AB being kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, punch. And that joke will never get old.
All right, my last comment, the Meh Brothers. Let's move on to the next women's match. And we've got
here we go.
Against Lyra Valkyria for the Intercontinental Championship on the women's side.
I'm doing the Terry position, Terry. This is your show. It's your girl here on the right, or the left, rather.
On the left.
Against C-SPAN.
I just don't know. Here's where I don't know who wins, because I know you talk about C-SPAN with Lyra, but Becky with the Intercontinental Championship can't be a long reign, right? That's not our plan for her, is it?
Yeah, next Saturday and Sunday, Devin. This is night 1, and God, I hope not.
This is night 2. This is actually night 2 now.
Well, no, I meant night 1 Saturday, night 2 Sunday.
Okay.
I hope not. And the ladies can weigh in on this. I think Becky Lynch is beyond her or beneath her position in the company, helping Lyra. Although I do like the idea of veterans helping the younger talent, but Becky Lynch is beneath the Intercontinental title, or above the Intercontinental title. The Intercontinental title is beneath her. It's beneath her. And that's just what I think about it. But
does she get past here and then all of a sudden
didn't they do the won't ever challenge for the title, Terry? Isn't that part of this stipulation?
I don't know.
Didn't they do the bullshit AEW won't ever challenge for the title nonsense? I think they do. Bailey will mess this up for Lyra, according to Mark Out Moments. Pondwater. Could be. They had a pretty good 2 out of 3 falls match. I think Bailey's going heel again. People seem to like her better as a heel than a babyface. I just don't know how they get there.
I'd like to see Lyra win.
No DQ, no count out match. According to AI. So yeah, I can throw some AI stuff in there that's complete BS, but that's what Google
He was there longer than 8 months, though, Devin. Triple H was there for a long time. That anyway. Yeah, I'm not really interested in the third or fourth installment of this match. Let's just wrap it up and be done with it.
And move on to another storyline and see where we go. I'm interested to see where Stephanie Vakir goes, but obviously she won that battle royal at Evolution, so that's springing her upward. So we'll see where she goes. Let's get to the next match though at SummerSlam, and we've got the U.S. Championship, Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu, and two beasts against each other again.
I think you put the title on Jacob so that he could have a moment in front of how many ever thousands of people are going to be at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because he is the future of this company. This is the type of people that they need to be backing. Between him, Braun Breaker, Stephanie Vakir, that's the future of WWE.
I still think that Fatu is the guy that they wanted Sikoa to be.
Yeah, I agree with
that's
that.
the way I'm going to keep viewing this. I don't know what you do with Solo Sikoa. I know they got this thing with the bloodline going head to head and all that stuff. But as far as that role and who is that wrestler and that beast, that's Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, agreed.
But do they keep it on Solo Sikoa, though? Even though we think eventually it goes to Jacob Fatu. Do they extend that out, even though this is SummerSlam?
I think they just need to put it on Jacob and let him cook.
All right. Women's World Championship, Rhea Ripley, Naomi, the champion, and Io Sky. Are we done with this? All of these together at the end of this match?
They're really pushing Io Sky. And she's great, but I mean, I don't want to see anything but Rhea with that belt around her waist. I'm sorry. It just feels
I tend to
wrong
think
to
this was the lead in to Rhea winning this. I don't know why they wouldn't let Rhea beat Io Sky.
Because she's never beat Io Sky.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
So that's probably why it's a three-way. To make Io still look good and Rhea doesn't have to beat her.
Yeah, I guess
and then
so.
If something crazy happens with Naomi, then she lost because Jade came and beat her up for interfering in her match last night. So there could be all kinds of just give them the belt. I think about that quote from Bob Ollie a lot. Just give me the belt.
Just do it.
Oh, that's so funny.
So Dave thinks that Naomi will win this and then drop it to Stephanie, and maybe that's the case. I don't know.
I don't know. They knew what they were doing at the Money in the Bank match when they had that little interlude between Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Vakir. They knew exactly what they were doing, and that camera shot of the Devil's Kiss on Rhea Ripley, again, they knew exactly what they were doing. I don't have to say anything more about it.
Is this maybe to get somebody like Devin says, to get an opponent for Jade to win a belt that
for
is
my
a veteran to make her look good?
Just get Naomi the fuck off my television already. I mean, I am not a fan. Feel the glow, proceed with caution, whatever the hell it is. She's wearing the yellow tape these days. And me and Medusa argued about this on her show because she thinks Naomi's great as a heel, and I'm like, I could give a fuck. Any world where Rhea Ripley exists, if she's not featured, I don't care. So I'm with Allison on that. It is time for Mommy to have the title. Here's the problem. They had this problem with China back in 2001. You give it to Rhea Ripley and you let her be the dominant champion. Who the fuck's gonna beat her?
Right.
Exactly.
That's one of the reasons the Naomi cash-in worked, is because you had a third party come in and interfere and be able to win the title because it wasn't one-on-one anymore. Because the way that match was going on Evolution, Rhea was winning that title.
Yeah.
And again, that goes back to something that we say about different people. Rhea really doesn't need a title. I mean, she is a bona fide, like you said, she is a bona fide badass she doesn't need the title. So then, because who do we really think is going to take the title off Rhea? I mean, possibly Stephanie, but again, you're getting into that. I mean, Rhea's she's not in that position of a veteran that's going to lift up the youngers. Like, she's very much in her prime. So it's like, I don't know if she needs to win the title. I think she would be just fine without it.
Well, she's one of the faces of the company, and we opened the show talking about Hulk Hogan. So I'm going to ask you, and I'm not trying to get this back to the Hulk Hogan decision. Did Hulk Hogan need to have the title from January 23rd, 1984 until February 5th, rather, of 1988? Did Hulk Hogan need to have the title from April the 5th of 1989 until he dropped it to Warrior in Toronto in 1990, which I believe was April the 1st? Did Hulk Hogan need to have the title from WrestleMania 7 until he dropped it to Taker at Survivor Series? Did Hulk Hogan need the title from Yoko after he beat Bret Hart? And did Hulk Hogan need the title while he was in WCW? The biggest star in the history of wrestling, did he need the world title?
Well, I think we all know Yokozuna, Bret Hart. That was the weirdest. That one right there is kind of weird. I think he needed it the first two times that you said, because there was a passing over to Warrior. I think he did need it when he went to WCW because he's in a whole different company. He needed to establish where he was. I don't know about the rest of them.
I agree with the first two comment, but for a different reason. I don't think he necessarily needed it. I think the 80s WWF needed him to have it.
And that was my question. Roddy Piper didn't need the title. They never put it on him. But he was as big in the 80s and as important to the growth of WWF as Hulk Hogan. Because Hogan had to have the antagonist.
It was good guys against bad guys in the 80s. It was trying 100%. To get the kids involved, and the good guy did not need to lose to one of the bad guys. They needed to bring in one of the good guys to beat him, and that's all.
Unless someone can tell me I'm wrong, Andre the Giant never held a world title. Now, I get he had the screw job. He gave it to $1 Million Man, whatever.
Right.
But I'm not even talking about WWF. I don't believe Andre held a world title anywhere. Because, again, he didn't need it. He was a featured attraction that was going to come from territory to territory. And when Andre came in, you weren't beating Andre. Even though Harley body slammed Andre 15 years before Hogan did it or whatever, you weren't going to beat Andre.
Andre may have weighed 100 more pounds when Hogan did it, though.
True. And he didn't move as good either. That's fair.
Yeah. But like you said, though, Andre the Giant was a featured attraction. He was an attraction. And Absolutely. So there was no reason for belts or title matches because that wasn't what he was being used for.
But you don't think Hogan was the attraction? I mean, he was the one that put an ass every 18 inches for 7 years.
I think in the beginning, in the 80s, as they were establishing, it was, as we all know, Vince McMahon put every dime he had on WrestleMania. He was betting on himself, and I think he needed Hulk Hogan to keep that title, keep defeating the bad guy. That it almost ended up being like they would bring in bad guys to fight Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Like that's what the audience was there for. The rising up, like eat your. It
was like He-Man and all the guys that Skeletor would throw at him.
Exactly.
That's basically what it was in the 80s.
And then things started to change. I think with what the fans were wanting.
We're not that old. So, I don't know. You tell us.
Hogan had slammed Andre.
Hogan slammed Andre at Shea Stadium when they were both in the AWA. They weren't even in the WWF. 1980, Shea Stadium.
43,000. I'll say I was alive for that one, but I wasn't watching quite yet.
43,000 in attendance at Shea Stadium.
You were barely born. Were you born?
I was in diapers when that happened.
Okay. I was going to say.
I was born in the 70s. I'll just say it.
I was not.
79, like
Yeah, that's
barely
like
the
when
70.
people say I make six figures and it's $101,000. You know, that's the same kind of thing.
One of
I
my
was alive
favorite
for
songs.
3
Alex knows.
months of the 70s. Yeah.
She's from the 70s. I'm a 90s bitch. That's the I love it.
I heard that song today in the car.
Okay. Speaking of title matches, we got one
Yes.
more, and that is John
Ugh.
Cena, Cody Rhodes for the
Ooh.
WWE Championship.
Does
Is
it
this the
happen
end
here?
of the John Cena? And that's the question.
It needs to be.
It
But
needs
you
to
all
mean-
go
be.
ahead
I don't know.
first.
Look, we know he's going to be wrestling all the way to December. He said that multiple times. Does he need to hold the belt all the way to December? No. I always see SummerSlam as second to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good time to let it go.
This is a
Yeah.
great time to make Cody Rhodes Homelander. And make him Homelander because if you've ever seen The Boys,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe it was WWF, Mike. That's my bad. 1980, one of them, Hogan wasn't in WWF unless he hadn't left yet. So you're right, probably. Anyway, I would have to look because he did leave and come back to the WWF because he left for Vern and AWA. But anyway, yeah, I think they need to make him Homelander. If you've ever seen The Boys, Homelander actually believes in the first couple seasons that he's right, that he's doing the
Mhm.
right thing, that people need him, that he, in all of his nasty, grotesque, violent, absolutely inhumane bullshit, he's doing the right thing. It's time for Cody to be Homelander.
Let
Then
me
when
ask
they turn
this.
heel, people will complain because no one's ever satisfied.
Do they make a turn here, and then these guys keep battling, and it ends at Survivor Series?
Kill me now.
That could be.
Come on. I mean,
I kind of think that their plan was Survivor Series to begin with. If they make a change now, I don't think that was the original plan.
Look, either way, I get it because he's a merch seller. Okay. You want to keep the belt on him. I get it. But for the wrestling fans, every time he steps foot in that ring, as much as I love seeing him, I'm just like, dude, you're going to get hurt. I don't know. That's just me.
Do they give him a face turn and a few months of being a face, or does he go away as soon
No,
as
there's no way he's going to go away bad. He's going to have, honestly, it has to be a showdown with The Rock. Personally, that's how he's
Okay.
going to end it in December. And he will come back as a face. That's why I think if you give it to Cody now, let Cody build up another story, let Cody be the heel, let Cena just be Cena until the time comes for him to step in and do something.
Okay.
That's how you want him to go out.
You could have a original 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. I wouldn't mind that at all.
The
I
Rock
mean,
and Stone Cold and
I would never
Well,
complain.
I don't know about that, but Homelander, Cody's team versus Cena's team. I mean, I'd be there.
hey,
with
Undertaker said that he wants another match with Shawn Michaels, so why not?
Every once in a while, Bober gets it right. He is correct. Shea Stadium was under WWF before Vince and Hogan had the falling
Don't
out.
tell him he's right, Andrew.
I said every once in a while.
Problems.
Every once in a while. I looked it up because it was bothering me. I can't stand to give inaccurate information. But anyway, Shea Stadium happened in 1980. 16 times they wrestled, and they wrestled in New Japan after that, or
That's
in Japan.
That's an interesting way to say I hate being wrong.
It is correct. I hate being wrong.
Have you met Andrew?
I
I
love
go the
that
extra
though.
mile to make sure I'm
You
right.
hate being wrong because most of the time you guys want to talk facts and figures. I'm your guy.
Yes.
Cena sucks. Oh,
Boba
see?
says Cena
This is what I'm
sucks.
saying, he's
Always
wrong.
has. Always will. Only time he was decent was the Doctor of Thug and
Oh, good Lord. So
Hey, look.
Cena has a critical role in me being here today on this show because Cyrus, when he was in first grade, came home from school and told me John Cena was his favorite wrestler. And I looked at him and I said, how do you even know that? I have not watched wrestling in 20 years. How do you know that? And then I met you guys, and then we did this show. So there's a little history lesson for everybody. All right, so let's move on to AEW. And there's not much to say. There's not much to say for AEW because we are saving some time, and we don't have a pay-per-view coming up until the end of August, and they're doing the stupid tournament stuff again. So here's the results we have.
I don't mind a good tournament, but you're right. It's hard when it's one every week.
Right.
You know? Yep. But I like the tag team tournament.
Yeah, you do.
Especially because FTR defeated Jet Speed in the first round.
They better have.
Bang, bang, bang defeated the Learning Tree in the first round. And we've got the Outrunners against the Young Bucks coming up, and Gates of Agony versus Brodito. And if you ask me who's in these tag teams, I'm not necessarily going to know who they are.
Brodito is Bandito and
Brody King.
Brody King.
No.
Brody King.
So
she's
wanting to see them win also.
Yes, please.
It sucks. It's terrible. It's a crutch. It's everything Tony Khan. Let's book a tag team match, and let's make it obvious that FTR isn't going to win, and they are. Just do the damn match between them and the Hurt Syndicate already. Just do it. Quit teasing it and do it.
I wonder how the Outrunners and Young Bucks. I wonder what that match. I'll be interested to see that.
Maybe you guys
would be interested to never see the Young Bucks on my television ever again.
Well, I mean, the Outrunners, even though they're comedy in a sense, dressed as Newports, that was probably the best ever.
That was so good.
I'd like to. I mean, they had a good match with FTR, and so I'm just curious to see how they do with a different type of wrestling group like the Young Bucks.
I just think the Young Bucks suck. I think that they've lost a step. They don't have the edge. They can't wrestle anybody that's not better than them. So if you want to see a good tag team wrestling match, it better be FTR and the Young Bucks. It ain't going to be the Outrunners and the Young Bucks. Without talent better than them, opposing them in the ring, the Young Bucks are awful. They're trash. They're just a bunch of choreographed celebrity clowns that think for some reason that they have made some indelible mark in the business. The only thing they ever did that mattered is create the show Being the Elite, which led to the creation of AEW. That will always be the legacy of the Young Bucks in professional wrestling. When you can show me their finish, the TK driver or Meltzer driver, that they actually fucking hit clean, I'll go ahead and get on board with the Young Bucks. But until then, not happening.
So we get hit with copyright on every one of these because I'm using so many logos. The only one I'm fearful of our video getting taken down is AEW because we shit all over them every week.
And by we mean me. And
yeah.
I was going to say, let's be fair
I've got a question. Maybe you guys know because I have not been watching on Wednesday night. I looked at the card that's known for Forbidden Door. And there's 3 of them. One of them I didn't list, but there's the tournament finals, I believe. The elimination tournament final. And then there's the Hurt Syndicate versus TBD. Is the winner of the tournament going against the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door?
Sense. Yeah,
probably.
I wasn't sure if that was official.
That seems like Tony Khan booking because he's lazy. Let's have 2 matches with the same storyline on the show. Oh, and by the way, speaking of, I told you all that I gave Tony a compliment. He booked All In the way I would have. And because I'm a super genius, you let Tony Storm win. You let Hangman win. You leave the titles on the Hurt Syndicate. You don't make Swerve and Ospreay do the bullshit, oh, we're never going to wrestle for the titles again. Mm-hmm. And then you follow it up with a weak-ass show. And now, because we can't get enough of John Moxley on the microphone, we get Moxley versus Hangman again. Apparently, everyone's banned from ringside. It's going to be one-on-one. Somebody tell me why. Not like the Backstreet Boys, but tell me why we have to see John Moxley and the Hangman again.
Nope.
Well, you know what the Backstreet Boys don't sing?
Ooh.
Something that no one knows what it is?
Yeah, it's time for the main event. Oh, we talked about Forbidden Door. I forgot about that. It's time for the main event, and we're going to have Amy explain it to us first, and then we can all have a big argument over what this means. Amy, top 10 Monster Ballads for your birthday.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain it to us?
All right. A monster ballad. It is a song that's coming from the 80s and 90s hair bands, mainly. And it goes along with the sentence, bad boys showing their softer side. Okay. This is going to be a love song. This is going to be a heartache. They broke up. Something's happened. It's going to be the thing that most people, younger anyway, part of the aura of the monster ballad is the video, which we all got to witness on MTV because that's what MTV was, videos. In those videos of the monster ballads from the bad boys showing their softer side, you're going to have something acoustic. The guitar, you're going to throw in an orchestra, some
harmonica,
kind of string instrument, a violin, piano, something. There will be something out of the ordinary. It might be in black and white. Destination, they're in something deserted, either an air hangar, they're at the beach, they're off by themselves. You could actually have video from the road showing how hard it is being on the road and having that heartache. You'll see concert video, throughout the montage, throughout the video being shown. They're all sitting down somehow, like the guitar player.
So good.
They're sitting down.
They're sitting down. They're recording the song like in the studio, or they're all sitting around in the hotel room or the
There's
hangar,
a lot of close up of
whatever.
somebody singing into the microphone, and it's one of those microphones that comes down. Yeah,
because the bad boy's looking at you when he's singing. It's like,
kind of like my picture here of me that AI put together in this abandoned warehouse.
exactly. There's a heartache, and like I said, you take all of that. You just keep in mind, bad boys showing their softer side. And that will help you figure out what is a monster ballad. Okay.
Right. Thank you. And I will explain the process again to people that want to complain. So,
I can't wait to hear. I want to hear.
So listen,
complaints.
so I gave 150 something choices to our private group to vote in what made the final list of options.
Mm-hmm.
I always give options that I don't necessarily think fit the description, just to have enough so that it's not just Terry's opinion about what goes in there. Because we used to let it be Terry's opinion, and that was a disaster. And that's where Blame Terry came from. So now we get to spread the blame to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, let's see what just missed the list.
Oh, what? Oh,
no way.
Bull. Oh my God.
I'm with Amy on this one. Absolutely not. 2 of these should have been on the top 10.
Okay, we got Sister Christian, More Than Words,
Yes.
To Be With You, and Love Bites.
I'm with Amy.
Amy's not having a happy birthday now. She's
I'm
seeing,
shocked.
Yeah.
Love Bites was like my number 2. That is definitely.
You're the only one that voted for it because the song sucks.
My sister didn't vote. It would have been her number 1.
It's not on my list.
It don't matter if the song sucks. It fits. That is a great song.
More Than Words was my 4th
ballad.
So normally I do not disclose this information.
Oh my God.
But this is how I voted since you all asked. Because I put as my headline, what the fuck is a monster ballad? I am glad that Amy went ahead and elaborated for us what a monster ballad is. So what I did was
I'm gonna punch you.
Originally picked 30 songs I knew, including We Were Only Freshmen by The Verb. Thank you, Terry.
I did not put that in there.
The worst.
You voted for
Did
the
I put
Bengals.
that in
You
there?
voted Eternal Flame, didn't you? I'm gonna punch you.
It was. We can have this discussion now. Eternal Flame was on disc
No.
1 of the 2-disc set of
No.
Monster Ballads from
No.
RazorandTie.com.
So I just voted for songs I knew and sing in the car. And that's how I did the Monster Ballads. Sister Christian made the top 15. Nobody cares about Love Bites. That song is terrible.
Oh, it's great.
Absolutely horrific.
I'll say
You
more
didn't
than
put-
words
You
to
didn't put
me.
Alone on this list, so I don't want to hear about it.
Oh,
I'm
I
going to
think-
say that. You didn't put Alone on the list, so I want to hear about it.
Alone.
Yeah.
What are you
My
talking
heart.
about? Oh,
It was an
See?
option.
I would not.
Mm-mm.
I
No,
again,
that's not a
I don't.
monster ballad.
I don't think it's a monster ballad. I
Mm-mm.
love Heart. You're not. That is one of my top. That Fleetwood Mac. Those are my band. Exactly. The Bengals. Oh my god. Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
I
in
go
our
back
private
to it.
chat, I've told them
Monster
how that
Ballads
works.
was not even a term until Razor and Tie put out the compilation that included the Bengals on it. So
No,
doesn't
that was
matter.
the
They
second
defined-
one, not the first one. The second one was like, oh my
Two
god, we made
different.
so much money. Let me just
But I'm
throw
Yeah.
making
some
a
more
point
songs
about
out
more than
there.
words. I don't think Extreme. That's who's saying that, right? Extreme.
Yes, extreme.
They didn't have the other songs to build up to this. That
This was
made
definitely their more popular song.
well. I mean, I'm just saying the other bands like
Well,
Skid Row, Motley
to-
Crue
To
had all
be
these
with
other
you,
rock songs, and then they backed down to it. More Than Words didn't have that build up.
how to be with you? How in the world did that miss the list?
I mean,
Mr. Big
Amy,
was
I
right.
am so spot on with you. I do not understand. It makes zero sense to me.
Oh, I can't wait to see this banger of a list.
I know
I'm
this list
pissed
is going to make us
already.
Happy
hot and bothered.
birthday,
and
Amy.
bad.
Number
I know,
10, Carrie by
I
Europe.
love that song. Nope, that's a good one. Okay.
Look at the
Hey,
hair.
once we get to the top 10, it's going to be mostly good. I say mostly for a reason.
Hey, I will say this too. Another part of the
Bober.
Monster Ballad as a
Yeah.
they're not as glammed up because
Yeah.
again, this is the softer side of them. So
Yep.
their hair might not be as big. They will
They
not
weren't
be making
feeling doing
makeup.
all that stuff in the bathroom this morning to fix themselves up. They're waking up in a hotel
Carrie,
and they're listening to the DJ talk about other
Carrie.
people loving each other. Yeah.
And another, if it's a woman's name,
Yeah.
Monster Ballad. Like
Except
I mean,
for
come
one
on.
of them, I did not vote for one of these at all, and I'm not even.
No, you did not. Nope. Mm-mm.
You didn't vote for Carrie?
Not
No, I
no.
voted for
Another
that.
Oh,
another
I'm sorry.
female
woman
name
thing. We're not
song.
getting
Yeah.
into that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is fine. Not on my list, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
I voted for it, so that's good. I'm very happy to see.
All
I
right.
had to. I asked you. I was like, "Where's Carrie by Europe?" Because it wasn't on the list originally.
I know one song that's really high on Amy's list is not as high on this list. I'm not going to give away too much, but number
my God.
9, When I See You Smile by Bad English. This is a great song, and I don't
Absolutely.
think Bad English gets enough credit for this, but this is a
When I
banger.
see you smile.
Oh, this is no
That's
question.
an automatic skip in my car.
Oh,
What?
God, it's,
Whoa!
oh man.
Hey, who's making this CD for us for our trip?
Oh,
I
wait
know,
a minute.
right?
So listen. So I am going to make a playlist of these,
Yes.
and we'll discuss exactly what's on there. And
Who
I'm going to
is
make it public.
acquiring said
Apple
car?
Music.
Who is driving said car? Who is in control
That's
of
fine.
said car? That
We're all
means
gonna
I own the music rights in
I
said
We're all
car.
already
gonna
asked.
turn
I already
on our
asked for all
Bluetooth.
of. Yeah, I already asked for all these songs on a playlist. So Terry,
Oh,
get
we're
on
going to
it.
get it.
When I
I'm
see
on it. And we need to be
you
friends on Apple Music if you
smile.
guys have
Yes.
Apple Music.
We
Me and
are.
Allison have our own playlist.
We have our own playlist. See,
Oh,
so you
man.
guys,
I
we need to
like
have one
it.
for all of us. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll have to do that. All right. Number 8, Home Sweet Home.
Oh,
Motley
Oh
Crue.
yeah.
And this is the one, the video from the road, and they're
This
playing
is
the
Yeah.
video
piano.
from the road.
And
Yep.
this is a really old video because look, it's freaking 8-bit. I mean, look
Oh,
at it.
God.
It's
I
ridiculous.
love it though, but
Oh, yeah.
seriously, this is a classic
Mhm.
monster ballad. You're all rocking out and home,
yeah.
sweet home. Tonight, I'm on my way. Okay.
Oh,
I love it. Yes.
that's great.
Fantastic.
Oh man, I know what we're gonna be doing in the car, and
I know.
Andrew's gonna hate it.
I know.
I'm going to be controlling the music, so I'm going to love it.
Devin
my
said this
God.
song in the end of Hot Tub Time Machine is legendary.
I love Devin, but I'm just Go over there, David. We were in the we watched this when it first came out, not at the end of some movie.
Clark
Bless your
Duke
little
is
heart.
fantastic in Hot Tub Time Machine. Thank you very much.
Yes, but
Me and
this is
Devin are on the
great.
same page
Look
here.
at him.
Number 7.
There's your
Every
baby.
rose has its
Oh, yeah.
thorn.
Oh my God, this is my number one.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Look,
This is the one I knew
acoustic.
she would be disappointed with.
Oh,
Oh my God, this was my number one. This is Poison was everything.
oh wow.
I
This didn't even make my
love this
list.
band.
She's gonna get mad at me. Sorry.
Yeah,
Abe.
I don't really
Oh,
care
it's,
for this
it's
song.
Allison's fault. No, we have enough people
In the
voting
still
that
of
one
the
person's not
night.
really impacting
Yeah.
it that much. But yeah, thankfully.
Amy, you
What?
killed your co-host. No, this was a great song. This was the whistle, right?
Notice, no. That's Patience by.
That's that's
Guns N'
Patience.
Roses.
Why did I think it was this one?
This is
But
the one
look-
I was kind of describing a minute ago. He's waking up in a hotel. He's listening to the DJ talking
Yeah.
about
That's
people loving
right.
each other. He just broke up with her or whatever. Yeah.
We Saturday night.
Man, This was my favorite song at one point. I remember
What,
in 4th
Bober?
grade.
What the
And
hell is
Fourth
wrong with
grade.
y'all?
You
And
know
to
how
think
we
that-
have the Golden Girls in 4th grade. Me and 3 buddies, we were poison. We were poison,
Every rose
and I was
has
Brett
its
Michaels. I
own,
wanted to be CC DeVille, but somebody else called
just
that.
like
And to think, I
every
tempered my
night
comments on the
has
Yankees
its
for this.
own.
Go ahead with number 6, Terry.
You're
This is
too
one of the
young,
best lists we've
Andrew.
had. One of the
Hey, I
absolute
do want to
best lists
say
we've had.
this video also shows scenes from the road, just so you know.
There you go.
We're like passing out Bobby Doll. They're having to drag him off the stage. I'm telling you, this is great. I don't know.
Number 6,
I guess I should be happy it made the list the way this is going.
November
Oh my
Rain.
God! Why is this so low? Come on.
You're
This was my
welcome.
number one.
I
voted
don't. I
it like
don't.
number 15 just
I
for
did not
you.
vote it super high. Now I voted for 18
Oh,
total.
November
I think Allison
rain.
said she voted for 18. I think Amy voted for 15. You guys
Yeah.
can vote for more than 10. Just rank them. You know, just
Notice the
case you know.
piano, and the lead
Mhm.
singer is playing said piano.
In the
That's-
rain.
Number one, that just checks off Monster Ballad right there.
It's a story about him and a woman, and there's a wedding dress.
And it's
Come
like
on.
a 9-minute song, isn't it?
Yes,
Something
it
like
is.
that. This,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devin says this song on
Devin's bringing it all back to
Dynamite.
this decade.
If we're honest, that's why it ended up number 15 on my list, as Tony Khan
Oh, you're
decided
an
to
ass.
use it for his pay-per-view.
So we're
At least
saying
Bober is
that we're not going to
momentarily
see
scared.
Fozzy on the list.
No.
You better see some Metallica, damn it. Let's go.
All right.
Number
I voted
5,
for all the
I'll Be
Metallica.
There For You by Bon Jovi.
Oh,
These
uh-huh.
5 words I
Oh, I can't. Oh,
You don't like this song?
I love this song.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
kidding me? This is the best thing to come out of New Jersey. All right, right here.
I die for you.
Yeah. Oh,
That's great. Oh,
These 5
Oh, that's
words.
good.
he
there's
had
one
some
disappointment
fabulous
coming up. I'm
hair.
just letting you know.
No, I like their
Oh.
other song.
Actually,
Say
this is
goodbye.
exactly where I voted it. Number 5.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't remember. Trying to give you a
I
Yeah.
don't remember either. I have to look back. I think I snapshotted it.
I always snapshot now because
I do
forget.
too.
can't
Now,
remember anything.
yeah.
Let's
I'm
see.
like
This
you.
is I'll Be There For You. I put it.
I'll be there for you.
That was my
Terry.
number 13.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hold on. Dave says he's got a story about this one that he will only share in person. Let's not forget the next time we see Dave.
That's
Oh,
right.
I voted that number 3. I'll be there
Ooh.
for you.
All right.
Number
Okay.
4,
On there.
Faithfully by
yeah.
Journey. And this is the one that I think's the disappointment because it doesn't really fit.
That is not. Oh, that's not
Okay,
Monster Ballad.
so-
Journey is not a no.
I
no,
voted.
no,
Hey,
no,
look,
no.
this one and Don't Stop
But-
Believing were both on the list, and I voted this one like number 2 or 3. Legit.
Oh my god, that is
See,
not.
I know it's my
love
fault that it was
the
even
song Faithfully.
available.
Yeah.
But like I said, when there's questionable definition, I'm putting a bunch of them on
I gave
mean-
you all my criteria. If I recognize, based on the information I had, if I sing along to it and knew
I
song.
told you, bad boys showing their softer side.
And
I
they got
could
How does
not
that
have
not
said it.
qualify right here? He's talking about faithfully.
And
Mike Bober, you are old enough to know what a ballad, a monster ballad is. Why in the hell are you voting
wow,
this
Amy's
as your
fired
number
up.
2?
Well, see, because now I'm gonna have to argue and actually be
Wow.
on the other side because this song has all of everything you wanted except for the hair.
But I think that's the biggest part of being a monster ballad is that it's coming from a group that it's unexpected.
It's a
Journey is
build-up,
not
yeah.
bad boys.
All right, that's fair. I will
So
definitely
they have
give you
to
that.
have
To me,
they have to
you
have
know.
multiple hits leading into the song
Like-
that are harder.
Yes.
Well, hold on, Amy. Like you couldn't bring them home bad.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it.
like
Good.
like a Motley
Yep.
Crue, like
Yeah.
a Poison, like a Def Leppard.
Yep.
Like
Okay,
a
got it now.
Bon
I understand what
Jovi,
you're
saying. That's
Cinderella,
why
Warrant.
Poison.
We could bring this guy
out
home.
of the car, long hair. That's where that comes from.
Journey is the rock and roll expressive metal band.
It is.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Don't get me
All right,
wrong. I
let's do
love
top
Journey,
three.
but that's not a monster ballad. But
All right.
Number
I
three.
don't
It
think
gets
we're right
better.
on half of
I
this, but
promise.
go ahead.
Oh, I think this is pretty much. This was the only song in the top 10 that I thought wasn't a monster ballad.
All right.
Number 3 is "This Love" by
Oh.
Whitesnake.
that's a good one.
I do like this song. I think I voted it in the
Is
top
it
5.
love? That
And I
was
love their proper use of Tawny
Is it
Katayan in
love
multiple music videos.
that
Then
we
I've been
We
got
definitely need to go and
on?
rent one of those karaoke
This
booths.
is
All right.
love.
Gotta
Oh
happen.
yeah.
Hey, I just real quick for you all, but they are going to be having karaoke either Friday night or Saturday night in Charlotte.
Excellent. Well,
But
we're going.
the guy had a live, the one that's putting it on, and he said that. So
All right.
I started to get a picture of her on the car, Dave, but I thought I really needed a picture of the band instead.
Yeah.
Again, look, close up of the lead singer singing to you.
Tawny
Probably has one of
Katane on
those.
And I know it was a
guitar.
different song that she was on the car, but yeah.
Was it?
it
Well,
was, here I go again on my
Here I
own.
go again on my
Yeah.
own.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet he has the microphone that you were talking about. Look at
In
him.
his
You know
hand.
it. I bet they're
Exactly.
sitting down. I bet they all sitting down playing some acoustics.
I love
I
this
mean, his
good
hair is
sound part.
big, so
That's my
it
favorite.
works.
And if we look for songs that only fit the criteria that Amy threw out there might be 12.
I don't
Yeah,
see a
well.
problem with that.
Number 2,
Oh, I
I
love
don't
this
know
one.
what you got till it's gone by Cinderella.
Lead singer playing the piano.
He
It's
is.
some burnout, deserted
Outside,
place.
he's like in Italy, or is that rocks? See, it's blurry, so I can't
Grand
tell if it's
Canyon?
buildings or rocks. I don't know.
I don't know, but he's at a beach.
At a
it's
beach.
it's on a beach.
I think it's like the desert with like rocks. and
Don't
shit.
know what you got.
This is a good
till
one.
it's gone.
This is a very good one because it's
That's a-
very. Yeah, this is a hard rock metal-y kind of band. So this is
I'm
Amy's
gonna
not
go-
enjoying himself.
I'm gonna go do something else. I mean, dang.
Oh hell no! I had
It's
to
almost
sit here.
over.
It's
I had
almost
to
over.
sit
Wait.
and listen about Aaron Judge and Carlos's butt or whoever y'all talking
Well,
about. You gonna
unlike-
sit here
What-
and you gonna listen to
Carlos.
this shit.
Unlike one of those other
That's a
shows,
T-shirt.
this is our show. This isn't fucking your show. This is our show, and our show.
This is her show on her birthday.
God's
Yeah,
team. the New
it's
York Yankees.
my show on the T. I'm just saying.
Good God, I can't.
Don't
All right,
know
we ready
what
for
you
it?
got.
Let's do it.
Button,
Wait.
please.
I want to look at my list to see what I think it's gonna
Yeah, let me see.
It should
what
be
I-
obvious. There's one
be.
band.
Okay,
that's
it's
the
one of
epitome
two
this.
because, well, it's one of two. Oh, I
And
don't
my
know.
song
actually.
did not make it, but I got the quote from here. My sheriff lyric.
Okay.
That's a great
No, it shouldn't
song
be
that
Sheriff.
people don't really. Yeah, it shouldn't be sheriff, and it's not.
No.
Is it
I've got
this?
3. It could be. So let's see
Yeah,
which
I've
one.
got. I don't know.
No, there's a
Who-
band that hasn't shown up and hasn't been anything yet, and they are the epitome of this. Skid Row, I remember you.
Oh,
Mhm.
good. I am so proud of people out there.
Amy will be proud of me. This was my number 1.
All right.
Woo!
I had 1 and 2 flipped,
I had this.
Oh no, Will. I didn't have, he's
7.
on my list.
and I
Where
had
was
this song, this sheriff song, number 4, because I love that song.
Were you
So-
ever in band or music class, Amy?
No.
So you don't actually know what a ballad is.
I don't give
Leave her
three
alone.
fucks what a ballad is.
It's
I'm
got
telling
nothing
you
to
what a
do with
monster ballad is what I said.
My
Bad
dad's too
boy.
old. He doesn't know any of these songs.
Bless you. Well,
You like
half the
Melissa
people-
Manchester, Dad.
half the people that voted didn't either, George. So don't just
Yeah.
you should have thrown something in there too.
I told you I voted for the Verve originally because Terry put it on the list.
Okay, so I think I've got a couple in my top 10 that didn't even make the list. Love of a Lifetime, Firehouse,
Oh,
Right, that's
that's
a
a
great
great
song.
song.
Heaven by Warrant,
That's a good one.
Yep.
High Enough by Damn Yankees.
It's great.
Why
had
Can't
ne-
This Be Love, Van Halen.
Ooh, that's a good one. I had Never Say Goodbye by Bon Jovi. I think that's a great song.
Mm.
Mhm.
Was Patience? I never saw that one from Guns N' Roses. I like
Yeah,
that actually
that's a-
better. Again, for the monster ballad theme. For the monster ballad theme. I had Is This Love? Oh, Don't Close Your Eyes by Kick. That's a great one.
Oh, I also had Ozzy and Lita on my list. Close Your Eyes Forever.
That's a good one too. Dream On. That Bober. No, I don't think Aerosmith again. I think Terry and I talked about that.
Hmm.
Aerosmith, they seem to like I don't know. Their music is very
Evolved.
fluid with the times. So I don't even really think Aerosmith, because I really like the song from Armageddon.
I was going to say, Aerosmith does Armageddon songs, which are songs for a thing, just like Crazy was for Alicia Silverstone.
Right.
Y'all don't like I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Steven Tyler singing for his daughter Liv,
We
who's
love it.
playing the
Oh, we
lover
love
of Ben Affleck and going up in space. He's going to save her, and Harry does
I
a letter.
love that
Oh my
song.
God.
I mean,
But
once I
don't
got over
put-
yelling at the
Armageddon
screen,
was not about saving the planet. It was about saving
telling
a
lies
relationship.
about space.
Yeah.
What? Let's
But
not
I-
don't get me started.
I don't think like Aerosmith is more of a band that
Yeah.
that can move throughout different decades and has adapted. So I don't really put them as a hair band because
Yeah.
they had. I mean, you're right. I mean, so
Yeah, they sang Ragdoll when they were singing like Ragdoll or whatever that album was in the 80s. That was very hair band.
And then
But then
James
they
Got a
evolved
Gun.
into the 90s, and before
Love in an
that, they were
Elevator.
a
Yeah.
70s rock
Right.
band. So it was slightly different.
Yeah, I mean,
They
you know,
evolved.
yes.
It's a good way to say it. They evolved. I like that.
See, Faithfully. So if we would have taken that one out, Love Bites, maybe. I cannot believe y'all voted that one so low.
See, I have a problem with Love Bites because to me, that's not a. I don't see Monster Ballads as being on like the. This sucks. To me, Love Bites is like love sucks. And I guess I just didn't consider that.
Well, love sucks for him because he goes, when you make love,
Yeah.
can we look in the mirror? You know what I'm saying?
If you
Can
listen
think,
to the
oh,
lyrics, he's saying everything except for Love Bites,
does he look
except
like
for when he
me?
says Love Bites. He's just saying the fact that he doesn't have love anymore bites. That's what he's
Exactly.
really saying.
All right. Yeah.
Too
Deep
much,
thoughts with Terry.
baby. Yeah.
Let me
Dave,
run it down.
Dave strongly disagrees with number one, and he's wrong again. So that's
He
fine.
is wrong because that is the perfect hair metal band monster ballad.
They didn't put 18 in Life, and that one could have gone too.
I don't know what this means, but
That's
the
not
answer is
about
no, no, Bober, no.
The song Amanda.
We don't
Yeah,
we
there's
don't
a
like
song.
that
We don't-
song.
we don't like
that's a
that song.
horrible song. Terrible song.
Skid Row, did not vote at number one. I'm not upset that it's number one. Like I'm
You had it
upset
number two.
Faithfully is. I mean, like if we're gonna, I'm upset Faithfully is on there,
Well, it's
and Love
possible.
Bites is not.
I
like
know
that.
that multiple people voted "Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone" number one. I was one of those people. I don't know if anybody voted I Remember You number one, but sometimes the number one song isn't necessarily commonly
Right.
number one on people's
Right,
lists
right.
if they just happen to vote very
Yeah,
different
it
from
was
other people.
7 on mine.
So let me
Yeah.
run it down. Number 10, Carrie. Number 9, When I See You Smile. Number 8, Home Sweet Home. Number 7, Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Number 6, November Rain. Number 5, I'll Be There for You. Number 4, Faithfully. Number 3, Is This Love? Number 2, Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone. And number 1, I Remember You. Happy
And
birthday.
playlist.
Amy.
Yeah,
1, 2, and 3 were I voted 1, or 1, 3, and 4. I voted 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, excellent.
Good job.
Over is right about Amanda.
No,
No,
he's
no.
not. Just keep
We
going.
never explored Amanda. Amanda is like
No.
Amanda is blacklist.
The
for-
song is good. The name is horrible. That's what I'll go with. How about that?
Oh, okay. I get it now. I was like,
I was gonna say, Amy.
Lord.
sorry.
all good.
I'm still thinking
We have
faithfully is
histories.
on this
We're
list.
all-
I guess I'm just kind of
We're all late in life and
we
we've gone through some things. That's all.
We also don't go to the Cheesecake Factory. Thanks,
No,
Amanda.
now we're allowed to go there again.
We
Yeah,
I
can.
thought
She
we
does
were allowed
work
to go there. Yeah.
When I see
I don't know that she works anywhere, but we're not talking about that tonight because we're
No.
happy. Good
All
top
right.
10
Damn,
list.
Derek.
Good job, Amy.
There will be a playlist that I will try to get out to everybody on Apple Music. I don't know.
leave
exactly how to
4
do that
off.
now.
I don't know what for.
It's going to be on there. You can skip it.
Well, it
I-
will
I
not be
will.
on Apple CarPlay in a Nissan because it will
I'm
not
going
be-
to play it on
wanna
my
hear it.
phone
I was
and I'm
going to
going
say
to
I'll
be
be in the
singing.
back seat cranking it up to 11.
I will not be
When
driving a
I
Nissan.
see you
Period.
Oh,
It'll be a Nissan Kicks, just like we
I'm
had.
gonna
in
die.
Y'all know better that I do not ride a Nissan. That is like the lowest level Japanese car. I drive a Toyota, so you know.
I don't want the transmission problems. I've had one Nissan and they are horrible with transmission problems, and
Yep.
I don't want it again.
I'll
Correct.
keep my Hyundai.
Didn't know
again.
that we would get into that today.
Yeah.
So, Amy,
right.
you are here. I didn't have to ask you what's going on with Talking Wrestling because you are here today. Why don't you let us know what's going on?
Yeah, so Tuesday we will be also talking about a little bit about SummerSlam, but it really is going to be a discussion of Hulk Hogan and his legacy and memories, tributes, just thoughts, prayers, whatever we want to do that day. But it will be all surrounding Hulk Hogan, and then, like I said, possibly some SummerSlam talk. Again, we kind of were snuck up on us thinking, we're going to be in Charlotte and we were going to be watching a different type of wrestling. And then to come to find out it's going to be SummerSlam. So that is what we shall be doing over there. We're close to 10,000 subscribers. So we're really, yeah, I know, very excited about that. A couple weeks ago, we had a Bayou Independent Wrestling. We streamed their show. Number one, the show was phenomenal. The card, the wrestling that we got to watch was amazing. We're up to 4,500 views of that. So we really do appreciate everyone that's kind of talk to you today. But we're really appreciative, and we're really hoping to be able to do more with some independent wrestling, being able to broadcast, do commentary in the back, and have like YouTube going. So that's kind of what we got going on right now. So thanks for always being so supportive. We really do appreciate how you always mention us. We're just me and Pondwater. We're just over there trying to create the best that we can, and we have fun doing it. So,
and we enjoy it. We enjoy supporting both of you guys, and you guys support us really well too. So thank you. And that's pretty much it.
We did it. Good
Top
job.
10 Monster Ballads.
there's me singing. I'm playing. I'm doing the things.
So
However,
technically, that's an electric guitar, but it's a badass purple Les Paul. We had to put that in there.
you know what though? You do know I'm left-handed. I would not be playing it that way.
This is I did not even think of that. Honestly, I knew that you were left-handed, and I forgot
Called
to
him
tell
out.
ChatGPT that you're left-handed. Let's say that this is a reversed image to make it
Well,
look
but
in
you
the
know
right
what?
direction.
Chat might have really freaked out and, like you said, gave me 3 arms, or like if you try to do something
Or
too
gave you a red
crazy.
beard.
Red beard.
Happens all the time.
It
That would
does.
go
Okay,
well
how-
with my purple, though.
The majesty of this beard that Chat GPT understands, Terry.
But it
This
adds
is
about 6 inches to your height as soon as it adds the red beard.
automatic. Automatic.
Interesting.
Apparently, I'm a giant, among other things.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you all for letting me come on and do
You're
the
welcome.
monster ballads. You know, I
Absolutely.
obviously have some strong opinions about
Yes.
that.
Yes, you do. Good.
But that's okay. That
Mhm.
is just one of my favorite music genres, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. I love, like I said, the bad boys showing their softer side. That's just, to me, that is exactly what a monster ballad is. And I loved it growing up and being a little 10, 12-year-old girl. I was loving Poison and all them. And, you know, they're singing to me. No.
Yep.
So let's run down what we're doing. We will be off next week because we record on the weekend, and we'll be gone next weekend, and SummerSlam will be happening. But we will be back in 2 weeks, and I don't know the title for the list, but we've kind of agreed that after we travel, we are going to do the top 10 most annoying travel issues or something like that.
Friends not on the same schedule, number 1. Number 1 with a bullet. Number 2, slow walkers. Okay? Slow walkers.
Yes,
is
correct,
travel
sir.
I'm
So-
sure nobody. I'm sure that there wasn't an available rocking chair at the Charlotte airport is going to be on the list this time too.
And yeah, so and the fact they've got multiple terminals there that they don't really need make you
People who
wait.
clap when the plane lands, people who get up the minute the plane lands and try to move all the way out. To the
People
Oh,
who
we'll
door.
talk
take
about this, but I'm the opposite of that. I'm the guy that they're reminding to go because I'm sitting there.
People who
not
take
moving.
their shoes off
Oh!
on the airplane.
Oh, do we? Have they changed
that's
it?
gross.
We don't have to take our shoes off anymore at TSA. Is that true?
In some airports, that is correct because they got the bomb sniffing dogs.
Okay. I've got a story about shoes and TSA
Oh boy.
for
You've
next
got a
episode.
story about TSA and a
Yeah.
a
I might have
scan
to bring
as
back
well.
that picture from last time. Yeah.
That
A
was
bomb
great.
scan.
Maybe I can
Yes.
get through. Thanks, because I'm going to go to the Nashville airport again, and I'm going to have to deal with that.
Hey,
Very-
did I?
Very
I'm trying to
early in the
remember,
morning.
where were we? The last time I flew, I think I was going to Orlando for work, and I had a sweatshirt on, and it had the little tassels, but it had, you know, like, but they were silver, so they're landing about right here, you know.
Oh,
That got picked up on the scanner, and
So
I
it's
had
red
to be.
circles.
Well, it was
It's
just
right
that
here.
there was
right here they
something.
showed up.
Yeah, yeah. So they had to take me off to the side and pat me down.
Oh yeah, they had to take you. Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
they did.
wait.
After they saw that,
That's
they
what
got to pat you down.
Because we're juveniles. Even if I don't understand what the fuck a rock monster ballad is, we're
Oh, God.
juveniles.
Such
A
you're, oh my god, you're
juvenile.
so young.
Oh my goodness! Thank you. This was so fun.
Yes.
We got
Wait
music. we
until
got
you're in my
argument-
car and we're listening to, Pink Pony Club and
I don't mind that, but I sure as hell don't want to listen to the Verb. Lord,
The what? The,
The
verb?
Verb.
the Verb.
Oh, I've got top like 50 alternative hits we could play for you, Amy.
Oh.
Brad Paisley. Brad Paisley's good, but he's not hair.
He's got a great song about the guy who dies of alcoholism, and these country songs are not rock ballads.
I like the We Danced one. That was a good one.
He's got a lot of good songs. I mean,
Excuse me, hold on.
Oh,
Bober, those
no.
are fighting words. All right, we
No.
do not say fuck people.
Bober is so
in this-
negative.
Why don't you
Well,
like that song, Bober? I
in all
want to hear
fairness,
it.
He's because
all
he's the
fairness,
worst. That's
Allison
all.
started it because she's the worst, and
Yeah.
I found out he plays ball hockey, which is just senior citizen rec club. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, so it's probably our fault that he lashes out on the show. Probably.
Oh man, I just came up with what the picture is for next time, but I'm not saying
Oh
it.
boy.
It's gonna be fabulous.
I do like
So-
Pink Pony Club. I don't mind that at all. I like to sing, obviously. I like having a good time.
Yeah,
I like
you're
Pink
not going to
Pony
have
Club
anybody
song.
in this audience telling you not to sing. That's on other shows, not this one. So anyway,
And
'cause he
Lex
doesn't.
won't be around, so sing away.
Well, he doesn't. I was gonna say, he doesn't watch this show.
Woo-hoo!
Lex loves me. He does not love this show. Apparently,
Correct.
a
Oh.
foul language is a problem.
Yeah.
Who would have thought about that?
No.
It's all
Not
Bober's
me.
fault. He's throwing the F
Always.
bombs in the chat
All
over
day
and
long,
over again.
and we are obligated to read these comments. That's the problem.
Bober's the reason I can't put it to automatically scroll in the comments.
Oh,
Thank you, Amy, for showing up tonight. It was
Thank you,
wonderful. We're glad we
Thank
could do
you.
this for your birthday, and we can't wait to see you next weekend.
We are
Hi,
just
babe.
Next weekend, bullshit. It's gonna be Friday morning.
Friday morning, bright and early. Get
Yeah.
your
It
ass
is
up.
bright and early. I'm staying in Nashville Thursday night.
I am
Let's do
leaving
this.
at a reasonable
You are a
amount of
loco.
time because I do not need to be at the airport 2 hours early
Stop
to
talking.
be taxi.
Mm-mm.
But I
To
will
wrap
make
it
sure you're all there at 3:00 in the afternoon Sunday. So
We love you, Bober. We
God
only make fun of
forbid
those we
the
like.
person with global entry at a small airport doesn't get to sit around for 2.5 hours.
I'm with you, Allison. I'm Team Allison on that. I don't
I'm not
mind
worried.
waiting because I do not want to deal with the missed flight.
That
You
is
know,
correct.
I'm
You missed one
100%
flight?
fine. I
It's in
can look
Charlotte,
around.
North Carolina. You could be there 30 minutes before the flight and make it.
Well, I'm just saying, I could look around at the shops. I can eat.
Mhm.
I can play on my phone. I can look at people. I can get steps in.
I eat
do not
everywhere
mind
I
at
go,
all.
and I'm going to
You
eat
can
at
go-
the Nashville
yeah.
airport before my 9:00 flight, so I'm going to be
Yeah,
there
you
pretty
are.
early.
You're
You
going
need
to
to go
pay
see Olivia.
$78 for breakfast,
I
Terry.
will.
in
I'll go to
Nashville.
Old Red, and I will say
You will.
hello to Amy's daughter there.
Yes.
Oh,
you're
Oh, and
right.
maybe I shouldn't have
Yeah.
thrown that out publicly, huh?
But you're going to pay $78 to do so because it's Nashville.
Well, better than
All
Dave
right.
and Buster's pay-per-views. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks, everybody, for voting. Thanks for showing up. Even if you voted for Faithfully really high and put it high up on the list, we still appreciate you, and we appreciate your opinions and your thoughts and your feedback. And we can count on certain ones to always give us feedback.
And your wrongness, but that's okay. We'll take notes.
But as always, people, tell them you love them. Make it weird. See you next time, everybody.